It's snowing outside and winter is going full steam, which means it's time to start talking about transition planning for the school year in the fall. Wait, what, Andrew? Half the counties are closed or operating on a 2-hour delay. What do you mean? Well, it's never too early to start planning for transition. And so we'd like to today discuss a few options and opportunities for your team to start working on supports for the transition in the fall. So the first thing you can think about is just getting the team together. Assemble as many people from your son or daughter's or student's team as possible and just start thinking about it, asking questions with one another about how that transition will look. Another thing that I've seen work really well is for school systems to host an open house in the spring. This is a time when parents and relatives and the students can come together, meet the teachers and staff at a time when a bunch of other students aren't around and there could be a lot of social and sensory distractions. So you schedule a time, maybe it's an hour and a half or 2 hours, where the school is quiet, but those classrooms with teachers that work with people with autism and students with autism are open for parents to come in and meet. Another thing you can do is to do visits prior to and after the main orientation. So each county usually has a big orientation day when all the class goes over to see the school. It's often a good idea to take our students with autism at a quieter time before that main orientation, and then maybe even again after that large orientation, just to help them process that situation a little easier. You can use things like social stories to talk through them. Picture stories work really well, but the thing I want to show you today is something called point of view video modeling. So take a look at this video. It's used with permission from Potomac Intermediate School in Berkeley County, and have a look and see what we did with one video model. This year, I will go to Potomac Intermediate School. My bus will pick me up, or my parents will drive me to the front door. I'll walk into the school to see my friends and my teachers. Inside of my school is the office. That's where I can find my principal, the secretary, and other people I need to talk to. Right next to my office is the cafeteria. That's where I will get to have lunch, breakfast, and other snacks with my friends. Just behind the cafeteria is the nurse's office. That's where I can go if I am sick or if I need medicine. Then I can walk down the hallway and I might be able to see Mrs. White or Mrs. Miller-Gregory. Here's their classroom. Also, I might need to go to Mrs. Hartophillis' room. Her room has all kinds of desks, beanbag chairs for me to relax, interesting things on the chalkboard, and some computers where I can take free time or learn on the computer. Also, if I need a break, there are plenty of sensory toys for me to use, and even a bathroom in that classroom if I need it. Of course, there are plenty of other bathrooms in the school if I don't have to use the one in Mrs. Hartophillis' room. There's a gym where I get to play sports and activities. There's a really great library with lots of books and fun things to do. And there's also a computer lab where I can learn on computers. Outside is a great playground where I can swing and go on slides at recess time. Then at the end of the day, I'll go back past the office, out the front doors, to the bus or my parents' car waiting for me. It's going to be a great day at Potomac Intermediate. Okay, now, was that Oscar-worthy filming? No. It was done by yours truly, and it was certainly imperfect. Was the narration brilliant and perfect? No. In fact, as I watch that back now, I feel a little bit like it was too Mr. Rogers-like for an intermediate level student. But the point is, it does not have to be perfect. Give it your best shot with the tools that you have available. And, you know, video may appeal to some of our students and sons and daughters with autism in a way that other resources might not. So, this could be made on your iPhone with a simple free iMovie app downloaded from the App Store. It could be a picture book or even just a social story using pictures from the school in the transition setting. One word of caution is, try to avoid using staff names whenever possible, simply because staff can change over the summer, rendering your video in a way kind of useless because your student won't be meeting that person or that staff when they go in the fall. And this is just one way to help our students and our friends on the autism spectrum plan and prepare for that transition. I hope it helps you. Please keep in touch and let us know any other videos you might be interested in and how we can help. Take care.